So now I want to ask you about how you are slotting in next to your teammates. So there's a couple of guys in your team that are, pretty high profile guys going into, this draft cycle. Ron Holland, Matis Buzelis, guys that you play with on a nightly basis. You play with those guys quite a bit. And I kind of want to ask you about your fit with those players. It looks like that become pretty comfortable slotting in as an ancillary player to those guys. They get a lot of shots every game. They handle the ball quite a bit, and you look pretty comfortable spacing the floor. Playing off those guys. What is your focus when you're playing next to higher usage players like that? What are you trying to do? How are you focused on impacting the game when you don't have the ball in your hands as much of those guys? When you have less shots. What is your primary focus when you're playing next to like Ron Holland or other guys that maybe dominate the ball a little bit more than you?
I mean, just got to do little things or just show I can play with anybody. Teams look for that. You gotta show you can play with anybody. And when they're scoring the ball, I'm either trying to grab the rebound, put it back, or just get back on defense. They get a bucket. So, I mean, everybody can really play with everybody on this team. That's like the good thing about those players. They can play with anybody, play in any lineup. So it's pretty easy to play with them.
I'm sure playing with them, can be a challenge, but it's also a blessing as well. Just with the way that Ron Hunt could get downhill and his athleticism, and just watching Buzelis just being a shot creator. Those guys are so fun to watch. What have you gained when you go against those guys in practice? When you're playing against them, what have you learned about them as players that in turn can also help you as you continue to grow? Just having that experience, just like you had an OTE playing against guys that are very talented like that.
Just the competitive part for real. Like every practice competitive. Somebody might get the best of you one day, you might get the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just learning how to just fight through stuff, just play together. That's really it. Learning how to play together.
Yeah, those guys are super talented, but you are as well. And it looks like you're getting better every single day just playing next to guys like that.